ABS Pulse today, we are going to talk about Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United. What a signing! After almost 2 months, Manchester United for Bryan Mbeumo is here. We go. So we are going to talk about Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United from Brentford. And I mean, journey so far. Bryan Mbeumo journey so far. How is Bryan Mbeumo? How is Bryan Mbeumo going to affect this current Manchester United team under Ruben Amorim Mark Hughes? How is Bryan Mbeumo going to affect Manchester United team? I mean, this today we are going to talk about this Bryan Mbeumo deal from Brentford to Manchester United. I mean, it has been very long. Period. What I say? United for the 2 months at Bryan Mbeumo, 2 solid months. United AUC. Bryan Mbeumo. Now we are going to profile the boy. How is the boy going to fit in to Ruben Amorim's system? Yeah, they are not talking. Bryan Mbeumo nankasa the performance at the saying Bryan Mbeumo compared to Joshua Zexi, Bryan Mbeumo compared to Rasmus Hojlund, Bryan Mbeumo compared to Amad Diallo, Bryan Mbeumo compared to Bruno Fernandes Borges. How is Bryan Mbeumo, the Cameroonian boy, and they born in France? So Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United, it's a long overdue. It's long overdue. But today we are going to talk about Bryan Mbeumo. After 2 solid months, United Equatorial £65 million plus 6 million add-ons in total. £71 million for Brentford Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. Now, yes, United force won this kind of Brentford for a 4 years installment plan. And Brentford for agree. Adiama United force Ezan say United for omuchu musa den krana enimanimu ipa the United enya 71 million pounds na say 65 million pounds na United for percent amodema Brentford. So a 4 years installment plan and Brentford for ajetum nyesamu chichesi kanimu no motu an kadan. Of course now amotimetu yi and they ABS studios on ABS Pulse. My name is Evans Apia, the Sports Ambassador. Now, Bryan Mbeumo, story say go call a mountain and say Bryan Mbeumo a striker. United are top striker. Let me tell you, Bryan Mbeumo on a typical grounds, in a statistical grounds, Bryan Mbeumo on a footballing grounds, he is never a striker. Say you're born as a false 9 da, now you're born as a center forward da. And don't just say Bryan Mbeumo a striker. So Bryan Mbeumo is not a striker. Bryan Mbeumo, the one thing about Bryan Mbeumo is that since moving from Troyes, our France, our Brentford, in the year 2019, do you know say, at the time since Brentford Bryan Mbeumo but Johnny Bobo Brentford, every season back to back season, Bryan Mbeumo Emma double figures. You can say double figures meaning say both goals and assists are Bryan Mbeumo every season since joining Bobo Brentford or at least 11 goals contribution, 12 goals contribution. What I say from 11 air corner and I say from 10 air banner, you say a double figures, single figure a 9. Bryan Mbeumo since joining opinion for Thomas Frank Tim Brentford double figures every single season, back to back on my double figures. Now let me tell you a small story about Brentford Bryan Mbeumo. Now do you know say or an academy product of Troyes? So in the year 2019, August 2019, I'm not paying for Thomas Frank or no, then time no your money Jeremiah Brentford. And a sporting director, your friend Phil Gillis. And it's now say the year under review. And I'm profile Brentford fan Bryan Mbeumo. And who say the days at Brentford that season 2018-2019. Yeah, now Brentford fan Bryan Mbeumo about 11 goals, 4 assists. Eddie Amabobokua, your fan Troyes. And I'm penny for say Yankofa Brentford. So during that time in the year 2019, Brentford for each year a record fee in their history, which is £5.8 million. Sika Amadekoto a Brentford fan Bryan Mbeumo. Do you know say in the history of Brentford, now monte £5.8 million enter player biada. But during that season, boy the performance of the man Bobo Kwene Troyes, 11 goals, 4 assists, 15 goals contribution. Edema Bobo Kwene Troyes, a Brentford fan and a Bryan Mbeumo, and a Brentford focus to a record signing fee. Na e bin siwo football career ni muda and in their history. Some couple be who and more than £5 million na bin sida. But during that time, open friend Thomas Frank and Phil Gillis are non sporting director. Edema Brentford etiasie Echo Troyes Echo tia £5.8 million. Edefa Brentford Yefero and a Bryan Mbeumo at the Babo Bukwa defended Brentford after scoring 11 goals, 4 assists, 15 goals contribution at the Mabo Bukwa defended Troyes. Fast forward. Then Brentford defended Bryan Mbeumo. Since joining Bobukwa, your friend Brentford, my catcher said on 5th August 2019, and a Brentford for Ecofano at the Nebaye. In the first season, our Brentford, now I have 17 goals, 7 assists in 49 games. Bryan Mbeumo first season, our Premier League in the 17 goals, 7 assists in 49 games, meaning in total, a Brentford give out 24 goals contribution in 49 games at my Brentford in the first season in the English Premier League, the most exciting league, the most entertaining league, the most watched league in the world. Bryan Mbeumo ebebo goals no at my Bobo the Brentford. Then in the second season, which is a Brentford share 8 goals, 13 assists in 49 games. 18 goals, 13 assists, meaning say in total, or give me out 21 goals contribution in 49 games at the Brentford in the second season. Under Openia, you found Thomas Frank in the third season. Brentford found Bryan Mbeumo 8 goals, 7 assists in 38 games. Edema Brentford, meaning say in total, Brentford bought 15 goals contribution in 38 games in the third season under Thomas Frank Brentford. In the fourth season, 9 goals, 8 assists in 39 games, meaning say in total, Bryan Mbeumo has 17 goals contribution. Edema Brentford under Thomas Frank in 28 goals contribution, or in 28 matches. Edema Bobokwa efene Brentford in the fourth season. 9 goals, 8 assists. Edema Bobokwa efene Brentford. Meaning say in combined, a Brentford has 17 goals contribution in 39 games. Edema Brentford. In the fifth season, that's in the 5 years time, or say 9 goals, 7 assists in 27 games. Meaning say 20 and 16 goals contribution at my Brentford under Thomas Frank. And a season ya a chelmu ya a Brentford fan Bryan Mbeumo a share 20 goals, 9 assists in 42 games. Meaning say a Brentford a ball 29 goals contribution in 42 games at the Thomas Frank at Brentford. We and a Man United for who say boy, no, it's as if say every season, single, and I say season in, season out. Bryan Mbeumo develop or progress. And in the first season, our Brentford no, and they 17 goals, 7 assists, meaning say 24 goals contribution. Second season, 8 goals, 13 assists, meaning say 21 goals contribution. In the third season, 8 goals, 7 assists, meaning say 15 goals contribution. In the fourth season, 9 goals, 8 assists, meaning says 17 goals contribution. fifth season 9 goals 7 assists meaning say and then 16 goals contribution and on the sixth season it tell me 2024-2025 20 goals 9 assists 29 goals contribution and our branch your friend Bryan Mbeumo Adema Thomas Frank Timoa your friend Brentford meaning say in total since our branch your friend on Bryan Mbeumo joining Brentford 120 goals in 195 games. Wow, what a player. 120 goals in 195 games. Edema Brantia, your friend Bryan Mbeumo. You see, United fans, I was some mama NJ. I mean, you need to be happy for Bryan Mbeumo. You need to be happy for your team because you are getting one of the best in the Premier League. Bryan Mbeumo, style of play. Sign and Brandon Ebonebo. How is he gonna fit into Ruben Amorim's system? Bryan Mbeumo is a left-footed attacking player who plays as a right winger. About right winger, the enemy or a left-footed player. So a left-footed player who plays as a right winger. That is Bryan Mbeumo. A center forward or a second striker. And the Bryan Mbeumo no, or a left-footed player, or then a left foot and a ball. Nemum say or boss a winger, ya bono as a right winger. Say the beya in the style of play, instead of cut in now a shooty. And the Bryan Mbeumo profile na kwa say a Brentford Lorenzo Insigne, and I say be a dress mertens most style no. What you say? Onya cut in at the toe in the left foot and so the alboa or shootu and them. That is how I branch your friend Bryan Mbeumo and so a bonny ball. Ubetinya born as a striker, which is as a center forward, and now say as a second striker. Now, United forces almost sure Brandon and the crosses. How boy or making a crosses are a key at the moment. A Brandon eye for pass. What you say? Or eye for pass. You can't place now. I'm more eye for pass now. Meaning say players they can even give pass whilst their back is looking at their players. And what they need is, getting that telepathy, that cohesion between only ni players. I know the only who baby are running qua or be timid in the chia show, but no will give you pass in the amount. That is a brand friend Bryan Mbeumo. Yes, sir, he loves cut-ins. Meaning, said the medical can once a minute to say, dress mertens, mono, what I say, Lorenzo Insigne, or no cut-in, no shoot it to say, which a lami yamamono, they love cutting in. Into Bryan Mbeumo, no, ya cutting in, no shoot ya, was some. Then, a brand friend and a Bryan Mbeumo. Do you know, sir, last season, at the Brentford, about positions bako, sir, 7 under Thomas Frank. And let me give you this breakdown. Bryan Mbeumo, or you're versatile. You can't say player be a versatile player. Will be to me as a right winger, as a left winger, as an attacking midfielder, as a number 6, as a number 8. If you stop person, only need 2 goal posts in Mukro, chairman. That is a player, your friend, a versatile player. So Bryan Mbeumo is a versatile player. Last season, about positions bako, sir, 7. Under Thomas Frank, and these are the positions our boy Bryan Mbeumo as an attacking right midfielder. TNA, listen to this statement very well. Bryan Mbeumo played for Thomas Frank as an attacking right midfielder. Now, attacking right midfielder, about 22 games. I said 10 goals. I give you 4 assists. During that period, the year rating is 7.21. 7.21. Then Bryan Mbeumo, yes, center and I said forward right winger. You can say forward right winger means the wingers, as the same as right wingers. In the top, a brand defender Bryan Mbeumo, in the first position, last season, I say attacking right midfielder. About 22 games out of that position, I say 10 goals. I give you 4 assists. I'm a rating of 7.21. Then, yes, I'm born forward right winger. Forward right winger. Meaning, say, there are some times that Thomas Frank about 2 center forwards. 2 strikers at the same time. Into 2 strikers, or no branch your friend Bryan Mbeumo, about as a right center forward. That right center forward, about 8 games. share 5 goals. Give me 2 assists. Ama your rating is 7.74. Meaning say as a right forward winger, he is very good at that position. Starting 8 games at that position, scoring 5 goals and giving 2 assists. Ama your rating is 7.74. Yes, sir, Bryan Mbeumo as a center forward. Meaning say as a lone striker. And no about 6 games as a lone striker. I share 4 goals when give you assist and your rating is 7.15. Bryan Mbeumo as a defensive midfielder. And the Bryan Mbeumo last season or some boy as a defensive midfielder about 1 game per as a defensive midfielder scored 1 goal and gave 1 assist. Am I rating 6.83? That is a brand here. Bryan Mbeumo. Now, you see, I can confidently say that none of the Manchester United players, statistically, with the exception of a brand Bruno Fernandes Borges, is better than a brand and a Bryan Mbeumo. It's a statement in here. I can confidently tell you, United fans out there, that statistically, with the exception of a brand Bruno Fernandes, none of United players are better than a brand here and a Bryan Mbeumo. Let me give you this stat. Year under review. Your boss season you now brand Rasmus Holland Winters. Now Brandon Asher 10 goals, 4 assists in 52 matches. 10 goals in all competitions. So 10 goals, 4 assists in 52 matches. At Manchester United. Joshua Zirkzee 7 goals, 3 assists in 49 matches in all competitions. Alejandro Garnacho 11 goals, 10 assists in all competitions in 58 games at Man United. So with the exception of a brand here, Bruno Fernandes Borges, 19 goals, 19 assists in 57 games at Man United. On a pair, and statistically, he's better than a brand here, and a Bryan Mbeumo. Bryan Mbeumo scored 20 goals, 9 assists under Thomas Frank at the Mabubukua, Brentford. It tells you, say, boy, now my turn is here. Or your second best to a brand Bruno Fernandes. And Bryan Mbeumo can play as an attacking midfielder now. Bruno Fernandes ebono. Into a 20-year day, next United you want to rest a brand Bruno Fernandes. Bryan Mbeumo is there to fit into that a brand Bruno Fernandes position. He can play as an attacking midfielder, as a center forward, as a right winger who is a left-footed. He can play even as a defensive midfielder. He can play as a right midfield. It's a Bryan Mbeumo United when you are the power. A player will go through, what got 6 seasons under Thomas Franka. Every single season be double figures or the man Premier League. So to me, I believe say United when you are the power. You should be proud of yourself. Although it has taken too long for United to complete this deal. Over 2 months now, United started the conversation of getting a brand of Bryan Mbeumo. And of course, you come bro, we say, how do we say it, right? You say, a future delayed is a future, it's not a future denied. What you say, or a destiny delayed, it's not a destiny denied. Meaning say delay crana. Brentford could never deny United buying a brand Bryan Mbeumo. So at the end of the day, United has gotten a brand Bryan Mbeumo. Double figures since he joined from Troyes at Brentford. A brand I believe say a top notch. The here is a Ruben Amorim system now born be fit. And I believe say if Bryan Mbeumo is that player who gives more crosses. Bryan Mbeumo is that player who shoots from long ranges. Bryan Mbeumo is that player who can play as an attacking midfielder and as a right winger. Bryan Mbeumo is that player who can play as a double number 9. Bryan Mbeumo is that player, his eye for pass, or give you eye for pass. Then I believe, sir, United, you've gotten one of the best players in the Premier League. One of the best players in the Premier League. Who moved from France as a Cameroonian. England now. He has never flopped in the season. Bryan Mbeumo on flopping that since or joining Premier League. In the first season, or 17 goals in the Premier League. It tells you, say, a player with Premier League experience there. You can never compare Rasmus Hojlund Winters and Joshua Zirkzee to Bryan Mbeumo. We know, say, this player, they did well in their previous clubs, but moving into the Premier League, I think, say, they are struggling to adapt to the Premier League terrain, which are there. Brentford and Bryan Mbeumo, to me, I catch up very, very fast because he's already in the Premier League. Say United as a call for another striker, and my name because Bryan Mbeumo is not a striker. No, a Brentford and Matthias Cunha is not a striker. So Matthias Cunha on the left, Bryan Mbeumo on the right. If maybe United could get a Brentford Nicholas Jackson, then Nicholas Jackson as a centre forward. Imagine this formation. Next season, there, them dead. My name is Ivan Sapia Sports on ABS Studio or ABS Sports, and I will always tell you, say, as you pursue what money can buy, be careful not to lose what money cannot buy. Subscribe on our YouTube channel and share what I say. For a comment, go say. We will read it on our next episode. Makrabuna.